September 13th, 2022, and this video is called Why Didn't Barack Obama Mention Fukushima in His Autobiography? Now, this is bizarre because this book was written in 2020. By Barack Obama. Okay. And the reason why he didn't mention it is because it was the biggest failure of his administration. First and foremost, I hope to give an honest rendering of my time in office, not just a historical record of key events that happened on my watch and important figures with whom I interacted, but also an account of some of the political, economic, and cultural cross-currents that helped determine the challenges my administration faced and the choices my team and I made in response. Now, if you look, this is where it would have been between Fugate and Furman. And Fukushima is not in here because it's the biggest blunder of his administration. Now I'm going to show you a couple recordings that I came across that are no longer on the internet, and I was able to save them, and it'll give you the reason why the Obama administration with Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, what they did that impacted all Americans on that day in 2011. Now, the only thing I really found was this picture here. It's when they went to Brazil. He took the family to Brazil in the middle of March, a week after the meltdowns in Fukushima. And I just find it ironic that he chose to take his family on this vacation to the southern hemisphere, I believe, to avoid the plume that came out of Fukushima. Now, the reason why I say this the biggest cover-up in history, and this is the guy that was behind it, and that's why Fukushima was never mentioned in his autobiography.
Why is this being downplayed? Is it a liability issue, or do they want to prevent panic? Do you have any ideas why this is being minimized?
I know someone who's very highly placed in the State Department, and the United States government has come up with a decision. And I don't know whether it's influenced by a fear of panic or commercial interests or whatever, but I do know that the United States government, at the highest levels of the State Department, as well as other departments, FDA and on, have made a decision to downplay Fukushima. And I can't speak for the Canadian counterparts, but I will say that back in April, Hillary Clinton signed a pact with her counterpart in Japan, saying that she agreed that there are no problems with Japanese food supplies, and we would continue to buy them. So we are not sampling this material as it comes into the country because our government, the U.S., has made a decision, strategic decision, to downplay it. I don't know if that's because they want to support the Japanese government or whether they want to support the nuclear industry. But I do know that that decision was made at the highest levels of government.
Now, to me, if you look at him in this picture, it looks like one of the fakest smiles that you have ever seen. It's kind of almost like he's laughing at us.
I want to be very clear. We do not expect harmful levels of radiation to reach the West Coast, Hawaii, Alaska, or U.S. territories in the Pacific. That is the judgment of our Nuclear Regulatory Commission and many other experts. Furthermore, The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and public health experts do not recommend that people in the United States take precautionary measures beyond staying informed. And going forward, we will continue to keep the American people fully updated, because I believe that you must know what I know as president.